Okay, now day 3 of my bulk, up a few more pounds here, but honestly, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that yesterday was a leg day, because if you don't know, when you have a really hard leg day, your legs actually get inflamed and you hold a little bit extra water in your legs, and I can feel that they're a little bit swollen, so that's probably because of my leg day the day before. This exercise might look weird, and I think it's the angle. You can't really see what I'm doing. But this is just a lying Y raise. I'm lying on the ground. The reason I'm lying on the ground is to stop me from using any sort of momentum from swinging back and forth. And I'm doing a Y raise. It's basically the same as a lateral raise, only your arms come across the front of your body instead of right down to your sides. So it is still working the middle delt. It's a middle delt exercise. Here I hit some rear delts. I've been messing around a little bit with this because I was really getting a lot of teres, which is like the back muscle that's under your shoulder blade. But this actually looks a lot like it's really hitting the rear delt a lot. I just got to make sure that I focus on keeping my shoulders still and just moving my arms back. I'm really trying to hit the incline press pretty hard, mostly because my chest is just something that needs to grow a lot. So here I'm doing 2 plates. I end up getting 7, I think. That ties my personal best. I've never gotten 8, but we're going to keep working on it. And as I bulk, I expect pressing strength to go up, mostly because that's the first thing to go when you start losing weight. So as I gain it back, I'm pretty sure that is what's going to increase the most. This is my favorite chest press machine. I don't know why. I like being able to use my foot to press it out to start with, but I just get a really good squeeze here. I moved from this into a pec deck machine. The pec deck machine, I definitely use a little bit more momentum than is typical. You'll see I start off pretty good here, but as I get going, I start shifting around and using a little bit more. And I'm also leaning back. You see my butt scooted forward. I'm leaning back some. That does help get your shoulders into the right spot. And it does help me feel my chest more. That helps me put my chest up. So I enjoy doing that. That's not what everyone does. But basically here, I'm allowing my elbows to bend on the way back while I'm pulling my elbows back. They're bending. But as I press forward, I'm pressing my biceps into the sides of my chest. I'm not worried about my hands. Just pressing the biceps into the sides of my chest and allowing my elbows to straighten. Straight into some lateral raises. Lateral raises, no reason to stop the lateral raise just because you can't make it all the way up to 90 degrees. Keep going with the lateral raise until you literally can't do anything else. It's a great way to build your delts. So for this workout, I was actually very tired. The thing about being an actual person and trying to bodybuild is that you got to make work around your job. And being a high school teacher and a football coach, I'm starting this lift at 7:30 and going to 9 o'clock at night. And it's 30 minutes away from my house. So it's pretty tiring after doing both those things, then going to lift. It's hard for me to go as hard as I can on the weekends. But if you want to do good, you gotta go get it done. Here is just some tricep extensions out to the side. And I follow this up with some tricep push downs to end my workout. The main thing about all arm training is basically you just want to keep the elbow, the shoulder, and the hand all in the same straight line so that your hand extends straight away from your shoulder and then contracts, or not contracts, but comes right back to your shoulder in a straight path. If you can do that and that path matches the cable, your arms should feel good. You should have a good arm day and very, very little elbow pain. Please follow for more.